and welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley and today we're going to be diving into my monster of a makeup bag. This is my travel makeup bag. If you have seen any of my other videos, then it is no surprise that I do travel quite a bit with my job. I travel about 50% of the year. So I thought it might be interesting to take a look and see what I travel with. I do have a trip that is coming up. I'll be in Florida for about a week at the end of February. So I was getting everything put together so that I could fly out, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna film a quick video to show you exactly what it is that I am taking with me. If you are wanting to see what I take with me, you are in the right place. But if this is your first time, welcome. My name is Ashley. I travel quite a bit, as you just heard. I ramble quite a bit, as you will see. And I do project panning, shop my stash. I do a lot with the makeup that I have. I like to do first impressions and unboxings. So it's just a bit of a grab bag. And if you are new, welcome. I'm so excited that you're here, and I hope that you'll subscribe before you leave. But enough of my rambling. Let's take a look at what's in my bag. This is the travel makeup bag that I've had for years now, honestly. This is from the Sephora brand. This is one of those kind of tri-roll makeup bag situations. It is actually quite thick. So it isn't necessarily ideal for just like a quick trip or something like that, because it does take up a fair bit of room in my luggage, which I don't love about it, but it does carry almost everything that I need. The only thing that is packed separately from this is going to be my liquids. So body wash, shampoo, conditioner, my makeup spray. I take the Milani Make It Last because it's a nice travel-friendly container. I've never had any issues with it leaking, and it does work really well. So let's take a look and see what I'll be taking with me on this trip. Alright, so as you can see, once I get it nice and straight for you, this does hold a lot of stuff. So let's go through all of these different compartments and I'll tell you what it is that I have and kind of how I have it laid out and separated and stuff like that. So this is the very bottom, and this is where I keep just a lot of really sort of random stuff. So in here I have Q-tips, always need Q-tips, one of the best beauty tools that there is. I've got a headband, I've got an extra mirror, nail file, extra pen, another headband. I have my comb. I have just a sample pack of a clay mask because this is much easier to get through TSA than like a full actual like mask because that takes up tons of space. I have floss because again, can't have too much of that. This is the case for my makeup sponge, which is not in there right now. And then I have, this is just one of those little dry brushes where you can change your eyeshadow color without contaminating the rest of your stuff. Super handy, super useful. If you happen to see this, I'm pretty sure I picked this up at like Marshall's or TJ Maxx or something for super cheap. I totally love it. And then I've got earplugs because you never know when those come in handy. Let's get everything put back in here. Alright, all of my makeup is right here. We'll talk about that in a minute. But these are all the brushes that I bring with me when I travel. And I really like to keep things to a minimum. So I like things that serve a dual purpose. Now when it comes to my face stuff, I do tend to just have one brush each. So I do have two powder brushes, one that's super fluffy, one that's a little bit more dense and targeted. This is what I use for my bronzer. This is by Real Techniques. It's just basically their mini, I think this is actually, oh, it's a multitasking brush. Love it for that. And then I have a blush brush. This is one that I got in Ipsy. It's totally Lisa Frank, which makes my soul very happy. And then I have a highlighting brush. So those are all of my single-use brushes, but then for my eye brushes, whenever possible, I really love the dual-ended ones so that you've got multitasking brushes. So I have a whole bunch of different eye brushes. Most of them are dual-ended, a couple of them aren't. And then I have my face mask spatula thing that Goes with me for those times when I do want to mask and I'm in the hotel and I'm bored. You know how it goes. So this center one is, whoops. This center one here is where I have all of my makeup. The cool thing is that it's totally detachable, which is awesome. So this is all of the makeup that I'll be bringing with me for this trip that I have coming up. The biggest thing you'll see in here, and I debated this a ton, this is my Lorac Mega Pro 4. This is my unofficial Pan That palette for the year. And I've just been really on the fence. I really want to take it so that I can get some good use out of it. It's also got such a variety of colors in there, so it'll suit any clothing option that I bring. It'll suit any mood that I'm in. It's really nice for the Gemini in me, but it is a larger palette. It is also, the powders are a little bit softer on many of them, and so I just always have the fear that it's gonna break. And I don't tend to check my luggage. I do tend to carry on, but you never know. It's early enough in the year that I don't have tons of pan on things and stuff like that, so they are more full and typically then a little bit less likely to break. They're a little bit less fragile. So I'm feeling okay about it, but we'll see as the year goes on what my feelings are. But I think I am going to go ahead and bring this. And then you'll also notice a couple other familiar faces. So these are also from my Project Pan this year, my highlighter, my bronzer, and my blush. Those are all going to come with. And then I have, instead of the loose powder that I typically use, I've got a pressed powder. This is the Fit Me by Maybelline. I am in the shade 110. This is a really great powder, so this goes traveling with me. As far as foundations go, I am going to take my Fenty Pro Filter. This is maybe not going to last the whole trip. I don't know how many uses are left in it because even though the packaging seems like it's transparent, it really isn't. It is not completely full like it looks. So I'm also going to go ahead and take this sample size of a Clinique, there we go, of a Clinique foundation. I'll go ahead and take both of these so that if the Fenty runs out, I can go ahead and move on to this one. I like taking deluxe sample sizes of things because it's easier and it takes up less space, which is hilarious since I'm bringing like a million pan eyeshadow palette, but you know, priorities, right? And then when we're in the sample size arena, I have two primers. This one's by Stellar. I absolutely love this. I'll be sad when it runs out. This one is by Glam Glow. I'm kind of meh about it, so when it runs out, it'll just be nice to have something else out of my collection. So I am taking both of those. I've used both of these a fair bit, so they'll probably both be going out pretty soon, and I'll have to cycle something else in, which is good. I also have a sample size of my Clinique Pep Start. This is my my SPF. I actually really enjoy this, so I'll be sad when this goes away because this is a really convenient size to travel with. And again, I find when it's in the smaller sizes like this, I can get away with having it in my makeup bag and they don't really take note of it when it's on this scanner. Don't hold me to that. TSA rules say that you should have your liquids in a separate bag. I just haven't had an issue with these smaller ones. So this will be coming with. And then we have our last few items. This is my eyeshadow primer. This is by CoverGirl. This is their lid lockup. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. I like that it's got a doe foot because again, it's not a squeezy tube. It's not something that I have to worry about, you know, either A, having to go into a different bag or spilling or anything like that. Super convenient. My NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. That's in my Project Pan. I'm almost done with this. This is by Maybelline. This is the Total Temptation. This was all the rage a while ago on YouTube. I like it okay, but I probably wouldn't repurchase it when it goes out and it's getting close. And then I also have Mega Length from Wet n Wild. This one is also getting close to being done. So that's what I have in that bag there. So that's everything. That is what I will be traveling with this time around. It does sometimes change up depending on what time of year it is or how long I'm going to be traveling for, where I'm going. Some things are super staple and other things do change. So if you have found this interesting, I'm so glad, and I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. If this is something that you'd like to see another one of, please absolutely let me know. Perhaps in the spring and summer I'll do another one, or maybe as we're going into winter and fall at the end of the year, to show you how my makeup bag has kind of changed up. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. I appreciate all the time that you've spent with me today, and I will talk with you next time. Bye!